Good afternoon, race fans, and welcome here to race number 16 of the debut season of the PCSRA Busch Series. After today, we have 10 more races left to go until we have our 12 drivers battling it out for this season's chase for the championship. Time for the running of the Hers Potato Chips Taste Chase the Taste 200 here at Rockingham. 20 laps about to be coming your way very soon. R Roblyer starts on the pole position, comes in this race 20th in the points. He is a total of 12 points ahead of 25th in the standings, so he needs a good run to stay away from 25th position in the points. Alongside is Landon Ching in the 4 machine. Landon comes in this race 17th in points, dropped 5 spots after last week's race at Kentucky. Azar Amirmoez in row number 2, cracked her way in the top 10 in the points. She is 8th in the standings. And alongside is Elizabeth Gardner in the 81, who is 10th in points, still looking for her first win on the season. As you look at the rest of the starting lineup for today's race here at the race weekend, as we're going to have it on none, making sure all of the drivers roll off without any mechanical issues. And we have a very fun race here today. The points are as follows while these cars are rolling off behind the pace car. Annika Ricci is still your points leader by 26 points over Malin Lee. 29 points over K Langeland, who's third in the standings. Drake Robertson, 34 back in fourth. 49 back is Lucas Albon, who is fifth. S Hsu is 50 back in sixth. M Amirmoez, 58 points back in seventh. Azar Amirmoez, 59 back in eighth. Danny Rant, 72 back in ninth. And 75 back is Elizabeth Gardner, who completes the top 10. As looks like nobody's had any issues. And we are green here in the Hers Potato Chips Chase the Taste 200. "20 laps of racing here today. Should be an interesting Busch Series race here at Rockingham, North Carolina. Like I said, 10 more races left to go. As we're down the back straightaway here. Oh, big wreck. Drake Robertson is involved. Michael Ford's involved. Maybe Liliana Beta. Caution is out. And here come the race leaders racing back to the caution. Now they got to slow down because there's a lot of cars torn up. Slow down, guys. Slow down. Caution's out. Caution's out. Caution's out. April Winters is in it. Drake Robertson, top 10 of the points involved. He was fourth in the standings. Liliana Beta. As Drake Robertson just ran in the back of Beta for no good reason. April Winters got a piece. Morgan Le Fay is involved. Diego Marquez. Who was that on pit road? That's Taylor Valley. Malin Lee, second in points, was involved. Jimmy Baker's torn up. Caution's out for the first time today. Let's unravel this humongous mess off of turn number 4. Well, it looks like the teammates were the reason for this incident here. As Elizabeth Gardner's going to get the wall, and she gets turned by her teammate. And also is going to collect Darby King in the 46, who came in this race 33rd in the points. She was a total of 27 back of 25th in the standings. Annika Ricci, the points leader, got a piece of it. So that's first, second, fourth in points involved. Justin Hugo's involved. There's Taylor Valley. There's the 38 got a piece of it. Hugo's going to run in the back of the Oreo Chevrolet. M Amirmoez. There's Drake Robertson, who gets hit by the 12 of Azar Amirmoez. Kyle Langeland, that's third in points, who might have got a piece of it. Prudence Martindale, and a lot of drivers got involved in this incident. Man, oh man, that was a big wreck than what it needed to be. And There's Malin Lee, second in points, was trying to run down Annika Ricci for the points lead. Unfortunately, she got caught up in this mess. And then, who in the world hit Liliana Beta as they were trying to get going again? See, Beta's slowing down, and then Drake Robertson, just carrying way too much speed, just plowed in the back of the Payday Chevrolet. I'm not sure why Drake Robertson was going that fast, and then the 25 gets a piece. That's April Winters, but a lot of our top drivers in points had troubles, and boy, I don't know what to say about that. Caution's up for the first time today. Let's jump to the restart here at Rockingham. Well, Drake Robertson has been asked to see the Busch Series officials after the race for running in the back of Liliana Beta, as Riley Roblyer leads, as we're going to have 14 laps of race to go on lap number 7 of 20 when we go back to green. Azar Amirmoez second, Emily Green third, Landon Chang fourth, Jay Green fifth, last week's winner. Leila Bakai sixth, Chloe Carmichael seventh, Suni Hsu eighth, Tony Lopez ninth, and Jake Littletown complete your top 10. Drivers out, and there are a lot of them. Jimmy Baker is out. Prudence Martindale. Malin Lee, second in points, is out. Morgan Le Fay, Taylor Valley, Justin Hugo, and Michael Ford have all gone behind the wall. Drake Robertson was also issued a one-lap penalty for running in the back of Liliana Beta, which I don't know why he did that. So that's going to be some explanations why he did that. So we have 32 or 33 drivers on the lead lap of the 40 that took the green flag, as Emily Green, who is still outside the top 25 in the points table, she's only 39 points back at 25th in the standings. And that's a lot of drivers who are running well in points, so I can tell you the points are going to be shaken up heading into next week at Dover. As, by the way, our next race weekend, trucks will still be off. Excuse me there. Leela Bakai, who's trying to get back in the top 25 in points. She was 13 points back at 25th in the standings. And with a lot of drivers ahead of her in points that were involved, this could possibly put Leela Bakai back in the top 25 in points for quite some time, as we're about to be midway through this race, 10 down, 10 laps to go. And Azar Amirmoez was looking for her 4th win on the season. And I don't know where Lucas Albon's running, so he's running in 18th, came this race 5th in points, and with the top 4 in points that have been involved in instance, we're going to have to see where this is going to situate them. I also noticed Bart Simpson got a piece of it, as you see the hood buckle on his 32 machine. Bart Simpson fell outside the top 25 in points. He was a total of 17 points back at 25th. He's running in 27th. That's not good. So I can tell you, we're going to have a point shakeup after today's race here at Rockingham, North Carolina. Azar Amirmoez kind of reminds me of what Jacob Tutu did in the Monster Energy Series in 2023, where he really dominated a lot of teams and surprisingly got himself a championship. Could Azar Amirmoez do the same? We're going to have to wait and see. A nice run for Chula Tapola. Emily Green, who comes in this race 36 in the points. She was a total of 39 back at 25th. This could help her a lot. Darby King is running in the 12th position. This is going to help her get closer and closer to 25th in the points, the way things are looking. And Darby King knows a lot of drivers ahead of her in points also had trouble, so you got to take every spot you can as we're getting closer to 4 laps of racing to go. And don't look now, Leela Bakai is reeling in the Outback Steakhouse Chevrolet of Azar Amirmoez. Azar Amirmoez is inside the top 10 in points, came as race 8th in points. Leela Bakai on the flip side is outside the top 25 in points. She's running in, about to lose second to Landon Chang, who is still looking for his first win on the season. Landon Chang's 17th in points, and with a lot of drivers ahead of him in points who are really struggling today, this could possibly put Landon Chang into the playoff conversation. Bruno Woods running in 13th. We'll have to see where this is going to situate him. If that is enough for him to possibly get back, or actually, no, he came as race 3 points ahead of 25th in the standings. See if he can build that cushion as they're going to be coming up to Drake Robertson sooner or later. White flag is in the air. One more lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Azar Amirmoez, currently the race leader, looking for her 4th win on the year. Landon Chang looking for his first win on the season. Here comes Landon Chang. It's going to be a drag race coming off of turn number 4. Side by side to the line, Azar Amirmoez will hold off Landon Chang by 5/1000ths of a second to win the Hers Potato Chips Chase the Taste 200. And Azar Amirmoez is trying to make herself a case to be a champion in the Busch Series. Can anybody stop that 13 team? She'll stay in the top 10 of the points leaving today. Landon Chang was 1 lap away from getting his first win, but he'll have to settle for second. But that's still a wonderful result for him in second place. Leela Bakai came home in third, and like I said, with a lot of drivers ahead of her in points who had troubles today, a third place finish might have just gotten her back in the top 25. We'll have to wait and see about that. Chloe Carmichael, well needed a run for a driver struggling in points, 38th in points of the full-time drivers. 4th place for her. Tula Topola will get 5th. Emily Green, 6th. We're going to see where this is going to situate Emily Green. 36 in the points, was 39 points below 25th in the standings. And like I said, with a lot of drivers ahead of her in the points who had troubles today, we're going to see where this is going to situate her heading into next week. Jake Littletown comes home in 7th. Tony Lopez 8th. Suni Sue 9th. And Darby King will complete the top 10. And Darby King was 33rd in the points. Was that enough to get her in the top 25? We're going to have to wait and see. Riley Roblyer, well-needed run, came into this race a total of 12 points ahead of 25th in the standings. So he, Bruno Wood, and Jay Green, 1 week after his first win, are going to continue to build that cushion between themselves in 25th position in the points. Liliana Bates at 21st, although I doubt she's going to be happy with the 92 for running in the back for her. We're going to have to see where 21st is going to be for her. The good news is she did finish ahead of drivers who wrecked out of the race, so we'll have to see if this will keep her in the top 25 or not. If you look on down to the remainder of the finishing results, a lot of drivers who came in running well in points going to take some hits. Annika Ricci, 27th, came this race as the points leader. Madeline Lee finished out of the race in 36th, came in this race second in points. Jimmy Baker, Prudence Martindale, Morgan LaFay, Taylor Valley, Justin Hugo, and Michael Ford also failed to finish this race. Drake Robertson was 1 lap down. He was third in points. Bart Simpson, I don't think 31st is going to do him a lot of good, as he's going to stay below the 25th position in the points cut line after today. But Rockingham, North Carolina played its part in shaking up the points, and I have a feeling it's going to be a point shaker heading into next week's race at Dover. But we still got to finish up this race weekend. We got the Winston Cup field coming your way from Rockingham, North Carolina. If you guys enjoyed today's race, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the PCSRA crew today. We show your full finish results. Your point standings are down in the description heading into next week's race at Dover. We'll see you tomorrow for the Winston Cup race here at Rockingham. Until then, I've been D signing off as you've been watching yet another broadcast of PCSRA TV, where champions are made since 2010 and the best setter racing around the world for 15 years since 2017. So long from The Rock.